I decided to start that water project even before I get into government. I wrote to companies that are doing water, drilling companies. They came. They surveyed the whole Unec, not the entire Unec, but places where hostels are, that are very close to the students. And they found water in front of Mbono Jike and Ledibia. I was like, you people say that there's no water. What are we now seeing here now? And according to the experts that I brought, he said that if they do this place, that this water can sustain for a very, very long time. Borehole. That was what. So we're actually on that. Definitely, if I win this SUG presidency, I'm giving it a period of 100 days. 100 days from my.
And when we get the water supply, if we are in front of the
The main thing about is what we are experiencing now is because we don't have a working union.
Yes.
These people working there, they don't know what we feel. That is why sometimes they act reluctant, or maybe, ignorant about everything. Because how do I say that they don't know what we feel? They are not doing cross-reg. Even if they have someone, or maybe any of their relatives they want to do cross, or maybe their son, they can find easy way to do it because they are working there. You understand? So when I was trying to solve that ICT issue in my year 1, something happened. I wrote a letter to the director of ICT, UNN, concerning that issue, with the help of Professor Ogugwa, the Dean of Faculty of Electrical Science at that time. And one of the people working in the ICT, when I asked them the reason why we normally have network glitch whenever we are trying to get hosted or make payments, because you can't go to other federal university websites and be expressing that kind of thing. It's so shameful. He told me that if the student union government can write to VC about this, that the VC can use the two major networks, either Airtel or MTN, and increase the internet bandwidth. That the bandwidth that the school is still using now is too small to accommodate much participants in the website. So when we write to them, that they can just increase it, and we start having all these things, so they can easily and comfortably access hostel without any because if they have applied for hostel, I know how frustrating it is. You'll be clicking as if we are in very olden days. So you understand? So these are the things we need to bring to them, and when we bring to them, we follow it up. If you bring up an issue, maybe something you want to solve, you need to follow it up. It is the follow-up that matters. You can't just submit a request without following it and expect it to be solved. So these are the things we are going to follow up and make sure that our students are not being stressed at all, because we're already stressed in this campus. Not for that one again.
The student can be saying one thing, and then the people on top be saying another thing, and then to bring like a clash of interest. So how do you try to bridge that gap between the needs of the two opposite sides rather?
Thank you very much for that question. I really appreciate it. There's one quote I normally say: anything well explained, understanding is inevitable. And that is, it has been working for me, even in personally when I see myself in a very different situation. One thing there is this: I don't want to say based on we are all human beings and all of that. At times, as an SUG president, I'll be there to represent the interest of my fellow students and myself. Because I'm a student. That's what people don't understand. That's SUG president does not make you not be a student. And so anything that affects the people I'm representing also affects me. That is one thing. So if we see ourselves in such a way that we are no longer flowing in a very in tandem with the school stakeholders, what we will do is to make sure that they understand us in both there will be an effective communication between the students and the university stakeholders through me.
Okay. Would you rather like buy food or cook?
I love cooking. I love cooking. I love cooking by myself. And that's why one of the major things I'm going to look into is the food security. And there are some nasty things that happen in the Unec. I don't know why they allow it to be that way. When someone will eat, they won't give the person water. I don't know. They will say, go and buy water. That's not the way it's done. And also the quality of the food that they sell. You can't just say, oh, because they are students, and you just put my gear and red oil and try and drink it there.
Have a choice, yes.
It's very bad. So those are the things we're going to look into. They want to promote a healthy living in the campus. Okay, so I believe that all of us going out for this position is for the interest of the students. Okay, and one of the reasons we even make flyers is to make people know us, to care about us and all of that. So I wouldn't see reasons why if the same place I pasted my own flyer, you go and remove my own and leave the other person's own, thinking that is how election is done. It's actually very painful to me. Yes. Not because they are removing my flyer. It's painful to me on the bunch of people we are producing, maybe in future.
Yes, exactly. You understand? Because we are still going to represent ourselves out there later on.
So if we start now with this kind of attitude, that means there is no hope in this country called Nigeria. Because our action today echoes tomorrow. My fellow students, what I have to tell you people is that this election is very important to all of us. And also, this is the time to change things in the campus by being an active participant in the election. Don't vote someone because he's from your faculty or department. Vote the person because of the capacity, the competence, and also ask questions about any of the aspirants you are trying to get in touch or go to. Take your time and ask questions, because any government you put in here will take you through, and maybe when things come up, the person will not be there for you. So please, do your biometric and come out of the election. Also ask questions about these aspirants coming out, including me. Go and verify about me. I'm free to ask anything you want to ask about Prince AG. That is what I want the next student to be doing. Thank you so much.